Well, hello, friends. Are we ready? Let's do it. Welcome to Live at the Loom. That seems very official, doesn't it? My own little clapper board. Thank you, YouTube. Hello. How are you? I was gonna say it's a beautiful Thursday. That's not true. It looks like November here, if you know what I mean. If you live in the Midwest, you know what I mean when I say it looks like November. It's about, I don't know, in the 40s somewhere, and the clouds are about 6 inches above your head. It's about, let's just say it's fall. It is full on fall weather, and we're here for it. It's all right. It's all right. We're here for it. How are you? Just in case we haven't met yet, my name is Chris Acton with Acting Creative, and this is Live at the Loom. We gather every Thursday to check in with each other and talk about weaving and life and more weaving and whatever else comes up. Everyone, please give a warm welcome and a huge thank you to Lori, our gatekeeper. Woohoo! Lori's in the house. Excellent. She was saying she's having some YouTube challenges. We'll work that out. Don't you worry. We're here for you. We can deal with the tech. I say that semi-confidently. We can do it, right? We can. Thank you, Lori. Lori says, please, this is one of her jobs, is to remind me to say, please hit like and subscribe. This is Lori from the Netherlands, your gatekeeper. We love it when Lori's here with us. We love that. Okay, let me say some quick hellos to all the beautiful people. Hello, Anne and Connie. Connie's recovering. Connie, recover, darling. We need you back in weaving shape. That's what we need. Hello, Jennifer Fowler and Ghislin, and Deb Ropel is here, and Ellen is on. I saw Ellen yesterday. Y'all, hardly anything's better than having lunch with Ellen Grenier-Bevel. She's the best. You know, we Zoom quite a bit, but be able to meet her I had a burger. And Ellen, that's a perfect afternoon. That's a perfect lunch. That's for sure. Hello, Liz Seeloff. Hello, Ernie DeVries. Where is Ernie today? Ernie says, beautiful morning here at Oklahoma, helping his son get his new home livable. That's wonderful. He's lucky to have a great dad like you. Hello, Carrie. Carrie is saying she had rain. Sounds like that's a big deal. We have plenty to spare if you need some. I'll send some over to you. That's no problem. Hello, Brittany. Brittany says, I figured out how to use my rigid heddle while lying down, and I was so excited that I've been wanting to encourage everyone to try the thing. I love that. That seems like a good tagline. Just try the thing, people. Just do it. Well, that one's already taken, but try the thing. That's it. While laying down. I like that, Brittany. Why not? We're creative people. We can work around stuff. Hello, Christy Lofton. I love that. Let's see who else is joining us this morning. Ruth is on. Ruth says it's chilly out in West Tennessee, and I'm on a weaving break while I'm trying to quickly knit mittens and gloves for 4 kids. That sounds like a big task, my friend. So I have a hunch that you're pretty good at finding time, little pockets of time in between managing all the babies. That's just my guess. I haven't seen you in action, but I have a hunch, Ruth. Hello, Carolyn from Albuquerque. She's warping today. I love that. Oh, Tamison's on. Tamison says, New Hampshire retirement website hell here. Uh-oh, their website's having issues, so I'm troubleshooting, but I'm listening. Excellent, Tamison. I like that. Tamison does websites. Okay, I'm going to remember that, Tamison. That's for sure. Carol is here. Carol and I are still trying to deliver a package. It's the package has put in more miles than the average pilot for an airline. That's for sure. Yeah, that is for sure. Let's see. Ghislin says she's in full Socktober. Oh, is that a thing? Is that a thing? Socktober? Why not? I like how Liz jumped in and says, applause for Lori. Always applause for Lori. Yes. Okay. Well, all my friends that are recovering from things, from surgeries and illnesses and life, please feel better soon. We are going to send you lots of healing energy your way. That's for sure. Hello, Leah from Cornwall, UK. I'm hat knitting this afternoon. Excellent. Is it Leah or Lee? Did I ask you this before? I think it's Leah, 2 syllables. Is that right? Hello, Sue Ann. Sue Ann is here. Look at this. Okay, Carol says she is rewarping Elsinore again. Sometimes looms are like that. They demand more attention than we anticipated. Yes. Yeah. That's hello, Trish. Trish has a good question. What size do you make your baby blankets and what pattern do you use? Ooh, chime in, friends. Baby blankets. That's the topic on the table. Hello, Alex. Alex is here. 2 syllables. Thank you, Leah. And Jody Ibarra is on. Jody, you guys know Jody, right? She is our owner of Cotton Clouds. We love her. Hello, Jody, darling. Yeah. Brittany says, bring out the robot warper. Yes. Okay, so friends, how are you? Let me know if you haven't already shared. How has your week been? What is happening in your corner of the world? Let me know. I am going to start things off with this dude because this is time sensitive. People, the 2026 Active Creative Calendar is ready. It is ready for pre-order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the orders that come in by the end of the day tomorrow. And by the way, as I'm talking, let me put this little thing right up here since I made it just for us. Do you see that? Is it that side? Is it that? I always forget which corner if I'm backwards for you guys. Okay, so the calendars are available for pre-order only through tomorrow. So order one for yourself, one for your neighbor, one as a thank you for your the lovely ladies that you knit with, whoever. It's I've done a calendar for at least 10 years, I would bet. Every month, boy, that's not a good way to do it. Every month has a different weaving image. All the images are different every single year. You'll recognize that one. April Weave Along. Yes, every month is different and every calendar is different from every year. So you can be like my friend Ellen, who collects them basically at this point. And yeah, they're just really fun. You know, you got to put your appointments and your dates somewhere. Why not do it on a very pretty, colorful calendar? That's the theory. So put in your orders before the end of day tomorrow. That's where we'll be taking all the orders, and then I'm going to order them all up, and then I'm going to send them all out to you with hugs and kisses and lots of love for the holidays. They make great gifts. It's for the person who you don't quite know what to get, but they like colorful things. We have here's what's so fun. Let me see if I can. There we go. I got a link too. Right there. Go. My folks usually we'll take a stack. So they go down to Florida. They're snowbirds, and they have certain people that they distributed them to. And there's one in particular who's always like, can I have a calendar again this year? She's always very worried that she's not going to get a calendar, which is so sweet. Does she do any kind of fiber stuff? No, she does not. But she's always like, I just really love the calendar. So ponder who you need unique gifts for. If you've got fiber lovers, yarn lovers in your life, and order them up. The cutoff is tomorrow at the end of the day, and there's no calendars after that, friends. That's it. Is the whole thing. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that. Laura Miser is here. Hello, Laura. Yeah, Ellen. Every year, Ellen's like, you need to give me a calendar. Yes, I got you a calendar. I got you, honey. Of course I do. Sam is here. Says, from colorful Southwest Ontario, the fall leaves are glorious. Oh, I love that. Wonderful. Okay, so there's a question on the table about baby blankets. Ruth says she makes hers 36 by 53, including the hem. Okay, and all the patterns. They're all cotton and shrink when washed. Okay, great. Small floats for overshot patterns are key, and twills are so drapey. I love that. Fantastic. Because Ruth, you do quite a few, correct? Is this, I remember, for friends at church, correct? Mm-hmm. Thank you, Brittany. bean sprout all year long. Brittany, I'm pretty sure you're one of the first people to order one too, which is so sweet. Love that. Okay, so Connie, who's recovering from things, she said she started slowly with the heddles on Kelda. I can't sit upright with the leg down for a long time. It's progress though, Connie. We're going to take it. All the small wins. That is for sure. Oh no, Sam. She's between border problems and postal strikes. It might be my first year without your calendar. Oh no, Sam. If there's any way we can make that work, we will do it. Sue Ann says my new weaving space is set up and I'm currently weaving loom controlled sashiko. Ooh, also crocheting little mittens for granddaughters. I love that we're kind of in mitten season all of a sudden. That's mittens and socks. That's what it sounds like. Okay, now this is gonna sound crazy. So clarify for me, just so we're on the same page. Mittens are one piece, correct? And is it gloves that have the individual one? Is that the distinction? Mittens and what else would you have? What other names would you have for that? Right? Mittens are just one thumb and then the whole is that right? You would think I would know some of this stuff. And I do, but then the camera comes on and all of a sudden I'm like 20% dumber. That is just something that happens. I can smile and talk, but I can't always remember things. That is part of how it goes. If anyone else has ever done live recordings, you'll back me up here. Yeah. Let's see. Hello, Maureen. Maureen's here. Maureen, how is it where you are? Yes, thank you so much, Lori, for putting the link up there. Carrie says, Brittany's just made me realize there's no point in getting the table loom set up if I can't stand to make a warp. Oh, man. Carrie. Jeez. Oh, no. Okay, so I mentioned that Carol's been trying to send me a box for, it was the end of August, I'm pretty sure, when she sent it from where she is, and she says the box is logged 1,300 miles so far. It's come to Chicago and then back to her house and back to Chicago. In fact, it just keeps making this loop. So I think we're out of the loop. Is that correct? Maybe? Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Alex, I'm clicking the calendar URL and it says 404 not found. Okay, here, let me put it up right here. Thank you for letting me know. We'll put it right here. It's tinyurl.com/2026 AC calendar. If you still have trouble, honey, send me an email and I'll do the actual link. The live link. That's the word. The live link. That's it. Yeah. We'll do that. We'll get you there. Uh-huh. Did we miss a letter or something there, Lori? Is that yeah. She's like, yes. You're still not fired, Lori. No, you're still not fired. It's not gonna happen. She was okay. I don't mean that to be an inside joke, but I can see her. I realize you guys can't see her, but she communicates a lot just by hand motions and okay. All right, friends. What? Yeah, thank you. Sue Ann says mittens just have the thumbs. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I like this. Deb is willing to drive it over. She's in Vermont. There we go. Wouldn't that be fun? We'll have a meetup at the Canada line. Canadian line? That sounds better. Canadian line. There we go. What? Rue says I made nearly 80 baby blankets this year alone. I have a couple regular customers and then just love giving them away to the ladies at church. Oh, Ruth, that is such a special calling. That's amazing. I love that you do that. Mm-hmm. Yep. Connie says she has baby blankets too, about 32 by 40. Oh, very similar size. Okay. Because the weather is getting colder, I'm enjoying my jasmine tea this morning. Yum. Gosh, tea is good. Sherry says, I forgot it was Thursday. How does one do that? It easily turns out. If I didn't have a little reminder on my phone, say, hey, you have to do live at the Loom. Yeah. Jennifer says, I'm in the process of reworking the studio space. I ordered weaving cards and making my yarn hutch prettier and more functional. That's a fun thing to do, isn't it, though? When you have like an in-between project and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to look at my environment and clean things up, move things around, put different things at the front. You know, you have that one ball of yarn, this is the back or cone. You're like, oh, I forgot about this. It's like then you can go shopping in your own stash, and there's hardly anything better than that. There, yeah. Yes. Alex asked about the weaving cards. This is for the for card weaving, right? The with the holes in them that you turn one way or the other, like an Inka Loom kind of thing. Correct? Yes. Okay. Liz says, I'm finishing the last towel on the warp, and I am convinced I will run out of warp. Uh-oh. I always fear that, yet it never happens, silly brain. You know, isn't that funny? We have those kind of irrational fears. We're like, what if? You're not alone. You're not alone, Liz. But I'm guessing you'll be okay. Oh, wait, what is this? Carrie says, gloves have fingers. Gloves equal fingers, and mittens equal swaddling. Interesting. There we go. See, Ruth, mittens have no fingers. Okay, gloves have fingers, and the edgy teens get fingerless and cold fingertips. Those edgy teens. Do you know what? I used to use fingerless gloves a lot when I was doing outdoor markets, because you know, you're sitting outside and it's 50 degrees and it's chilly, but you need to be able to feel what you're working with. So edgy teens and me. That was, we were the ones, fingerless gloves. And it's true, I would have cold fingers, but it'd be better than the alternative, having cold hands. That would be, yeah. Oh, see, is that link still not working, you guys? Is that what I'm picking up here? Okay, let me see. Can you guys use the thing, the QR code? That's the word, the QR code. Is that possible? You could do a little screenshot if you're doing it on your phone, and then you guys know how this works, right? You take your phone and you open up the like your camera app, and you do that, and it should go to the link. Let me just try it while we're discussing things. Hold, please. Let me just see if that actually. Let me see if that takes me there. Yeah, it works for me. It works for me, friends. If it doesn't work for you, let me know, and we will. I'll get you sorted out. I'll leave that up there for a minute, just in case. Just in case. Yes. Carol says September 3rd is when she mailed it and went for me and got stuck between Chicago and Bedford Park. Is now out of the loop, has been stuck in Gary for 6 days. Oh, the package is napping. Yes. Connie says, when I'm making a video for my granddaughter, I'm lucky if I remember what I'm doing. Is that funny? Connie, there are times I get off of Live at the Loom and I'm like, did I say anything of any value? It's yeah. Hello, Tracy Adams. Tracy Adams joined us. We love that. We love having all of the friends just come on. Look at this. She's so cute. Lori says, you're in the right place. You're in the right place for sure. Okay, friends. Yes. Yes, Ruth. That's me. Chris Acton, edgy teen. 50-something-year-old edgy teen. Uh-huh. Yes. You guys make me laugh. That's okay. All right. Okay, we've tested the link. We've tested the QR code. It looks like the new one worked. That's true. Okay. Oh my God. You're so cute. I did get my haircut yesterday. By the way, anyone who got their haircut this week, raise your hand. Yes, I did get the hairs cut. And let me just tell you that it makes such a difference. Isn't that crazy? You're like, it's just hair. But somehow when it's shaggy, it starts to feel a little out of control. Like you don't feel as, and afterwards you're like, I got this. I got this. I can take on the world now. Oh, Gemma is here. Says, I'm sorry so late chiming in. Was a cleanup day before the show. Wonderful. Okay, friends, let's talk about other things on the list. Weave along. It is week 4. Come on. it's week 4 already of the Weave Along. Can you believe that? Week 4. We're almost done, kids. October 31st is right around the corner. Today's the 23rd. You have, 8 days? 8 days. You can do it. If you're just starting and you're really quick, just whip up a lace project. That's what we got. The goal is to start and finish project in October and incorporate lace. That's all. Those are the only guidelines, the only suggestions, really. So week 4, the homework this week is to finish. Think about how to wrap it up. And we're very fortunate this time around that the calendar fell such that we have a big old generous bonus week. So you got time. You got time, friends. You can do it. What else? Oh, speaking of the Weave Along, though, we have our last meet and greet happening on Wednesday coming up. I meant to look at the time. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday coming up. If you want to participate in the meet and greet for the Weave Along Weavers, all you got to do is be part of the combo tier for the Acting Creative Insiders, which is, there we go. Easy enough to upgrade if you aren't already part of the tier. But it's so much fun. We had our first meet and greet at the kind of the top of the month. And boy, it was such a good conversation because we had people there that had already tried some lace, some were new to lace. And it was just this really great opportunity to see each other and ask questions. And at the top of the month, we were like, what are you going to do? And now at the bottom of the month, we'll be reviewing kind of how's it going? How is your project? Ooh, I can't wait. Next week is chock full of good events. So because we have the meet and greet on Wednesday, but on Tuesday, we have study hall. Weaving study hall coming up this Tuesday. And that is Lori. Lori's a fan of the study hall. She's all about it, which I love. We love Lori's enthusiasm. If you could see her off camera, she's Study hall is Tuesday. This is the later one, the 6 p.m. So it's an hour and it gives you a time to focus on whatever project you want to. There's no weaving police. Doesn't even have to be weaving, honestly. Come join us, set things up so that you can focus, and off you go. Bob's your uncle. Love that. So lots coming up this week. Did you by chance, were you here last week for Live at the Loom, or did you see the recording? Because we had the wonderful Timothy Hale with us. He's so cool, isn't he? And you'll see in just a second when I do my little demo, I'm using his surf shuttle, which is really slick. It is very cool. I like it a lot. So if you didn't get a chance to join us last week, be sure to check out the interview we had with Timothy Hale. He talked about how he got into making looms, which is funny because he's never been a weaver. Like, he is a weaver now, but it wasn't like he was weaving first. He's like, I would like to make a loom. No, it didn't happen like that for him. It was totally different, which I think is really, really cool. So be sure to check out the recording of last week where we chat with Timothy Hale. And boy, we've had all kinds of good guests. A couple weeks ago, Dad was on. So you're welcome to go back and it's nice if you're sitting at your loom, you need a little background noise, put on an episode of Live at the Loom. Why not? I say. There's we live to serve. Background noise. Yeah, we are here for it. Oh, Ellen said she ordered a surf shuttle from Fiber Hour Supply and his ball winder. Can't wait to try them. He's his ball winder is really his bread and butter. He talks about how that's kind of the core, which is awesome. They're beautiful. I've been there to see how he makes them. It's really, really cool. Yeah. Ruth, we do love Dad. Yes. Yeah. He is an entertainer to the core. That is for sure. So, okay. Carrie. It'll be late. It'll be the middle of the night for Carrie. That is dedication. I have to do bob and lace. Yeah, I totally understand that. Yes. I get that. Okay, friends. Yes, I got my hair's cut. She's so funny. Alex, I got my hair's cut. Yes. Okay, so let's what else on my list? What projects are you working on? I haven't even asked you. Friends, you got to keep me to task here. What are you working on? If you haven't told me already, tell me what you're working on. Gemma got the crazy scarf off the loom today. Woohoo! Whoop whoop indeed. Excellent, Gemma. That is amazing. What yes. Carol got her haircut too. Sheared like a sheep. I was 1 week late this time. Felt like a hippie. Yep. Mm-hmm. I totally understand that. So let me know if you haven't told me already. What is on your loom? What are you working on, friends? Mm-hmm. Let me know. Oh, Carol has a surf shuttle too. Got one when it came out. Great for the warp chicken space left on the yes, absolutely. Here's what's so cool. Oh, Tina Harper. Hi, Tina Harper. She's sampling. I love that. Here's what's so cool about the surf shuttle is that, friends, it's like this big. This is the whole, like my stick shuttle is like twice the width there. I'm not doing a good job of comparing them, am I? No. So it's really yeah, it's really fun. It's very lightweight. And I know Timothy talked about how you kind of place it, but I'm flinging the sucker. It does just fine. It's probably not as it's intended to fling it through the shed space, but I've been doing it and it works great. It works great. Yes. Yeah. Oh, thank you. European clocks fall back 1 hour on October 26th. So this coming weekend. Okay. Ooh, I hate the in-between time. I hate it when we're not in sync. We don't change our clocks until it's like the first full weekend of November, correct? I'm sorry, European friends. I'm sorry. That always messes us up, doesn't it? Oh, man. Okay, Ellen is weaving fabric for hopefully a Ruana and Mobius shawls. Nice. Working at 10 ends per inch, which is really unusual for that's really a wide spacing for you, darling. Is that because of the yarn or just because you felt like spreading it out some? Who else? Ooh, Tamison says she has a demo on November 1st, and my Harrisville is that a 4 shaft? It's coming with me. So I got that puppy all dressed and ready to go with a scrappy towel project. Tamison, that's amazing. Congratulations, you guys. I love it when you're out in the world talking about weaving. That's incredible. Priscilla finished her 3rd baby wearing wrap. Yay, my friend. Playing warp chicken to try to get some towels out of the leftovers before retying the rest of the warp. Congratulations. That is awesome. Let's see. Oh, she said, Carol says surf shuttle is great for tiny temples. Although I do have a mini boat shuttle that's thinner and I grab more often, but they don't make it anymore. Okay, fair enough. All right. Deb is on the last bit of extra warp from the weave along. Woohoo! I may get another item from it. Fingers crossed, Deb. Love that. Oh, yes. Oh, is that right? November 2nd? I thought it was a weekend after that. You see what I know. Friends, please pay attention to the interwebs with the time for the next couple of weeks because we're going to be off. But we'll just be out of sync for just a little bit. Not for long, just a little bit, I promise. Connie says, I've gotten a bunch of bands and have been making key bracelets and dog leashes. Oh, that's a great idea. I would just imagine, Connie, you're a girl who is never bored. That's, I love that. Ooh, Bethany's here. So late, too. Just took the 3rd blanket off the loom. First time I have ever tied new warp onto the previous warp. Bethany, how did that go? Let us know. You know what she's talking about, right? If you are going to put on, if you have an existing project and it's at the same spacing, same threading that you want, you can just tie on new yarns to that, kind of ease it through, and you're good to go. You don't have to, it kind of saves with some of the dressing the loom steps. That's for sure. Kara has chased down a chicken. Let's see. Sherry Jansen has a turned, it's Tecate, right? Turned tech. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to act like that's confidently the way you say it. A turned Tecate scarf. I don't know if that's right or not. On a wolf pup using shiny dime, hand printed warp. Woohoo! And another crook broad on my nihilus. One loom is naked. Oh, okay. That's awesome, though. Sherry's really into the crook broad, which I love. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. Let's see. Priscilla says, give me all the tips for tying on to existing warp. About to try it for the first time next week. What are the tips? What are the tips, friends? That's a great call out, Priscilla. What are the tips? Christy. Making more towels, go figure. How did the show go, Christy? We're so excited. Okay, friends, keep chiming in with how things are going, and let me show you what I got. Act surprised. Act surprised when I show you the Danish medallions that were in Handwoven Experience this week. Shock. I did not know this was coming. Danish medallions. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so first of all, let me back it up for just a second. So I'll back it up even further. For the Online Weavers Guild, which is the most amazing group in the whole wide world, that is a fact, we do a quarterly challenge. Now, the reason for the quarterly challenges, honestly, is because I love them. It's totally selfish. Being part of an in-person guild, one of my favorite things was to have a challenge. And I think for me, I love the fact that it gets you out of your own way. It breaks you out of whatever kind of loop that you're in where you're always using the same thing, weaving the same way with the same materials. I love that kind of do something different. And love it, hate it, it gets you thinking differently. And for me, that is really, really important, is that you try something new. So our challenge for this quarter, friends, is to weave an item that you've always wanted to, but never have. So we have 3 months. We have 3 months to create said item. And then in December, we will all share with the group how it went and show pictures and tell stories and all the good things. So as Kathy Rust likes to say, I am not immune from the challenges and I should participate too, which is a very good reminder. And I've been trying to do just that. So I've always wanted to make curtains. I know, was it like a year ago, Connie? Connie was talking about making curtains because she's made a lot of curtains. And I was always like, oh, I've always wanted to make curtains. So this became my opportunity to dive in and make some curtains. And because lace was our pattern for the October Weave Along, it tied right in. I was like, lace and curtains seem like a no-brainer. That seems like a natural pairing, and there should be lace in my curtains. So, by the way, as a total sidebar, my mom is so excited that I'm making curtains. She's like, oh, these are great. Okay, Mom, just wait, please. Hold, please. We don't know how they're actually going to turn out. I think they'll be okay, but we'll see. So here is the plan for my curtains. I am using just my A4 cotton. I looked at using a finer cotton, but then I thought, that's just, the setup's just going to take that much longer. And I can take 8-4 and I can just spread it out. So that's the theory. This is a lot of theories, friends. This is what we're working from. This is what the starting point is, a lot of theories, and we'll see what it does in real life. So I took my 8-4 cotton, and normally for something like a twill, I would space it at 12 ends per inch. For this, I am spacing it at 8 ends per inch. And because I am doing Danish medallions, I left one dent free. So I'm using an 8 dent reed for 8 ends per inch. And then I will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'll leave a gap, and then I'll do it again. By the way, talking about making some crazy math, you should have seen me over here trying to calculate how many ends I actually needed because I was going to skip a dent and I wanted this width. And I'm pretty sure there was smoke coming out of my ears. I'm pretty sure that was something was really grinding upstairs trying to figure out how do I do that math. But I'm in good shape. I've got 8 ends per inch with 1 dent in between each section of 8 because I also knew that I wanted each of my little medallion shapes to be a block of 8. So you see how it all kind of comes together. Now, I knew I wanted to be Danish medallions incorporated into it, but as you can imagine, that will take me the rest of this year and next to do all Danish medallions. So what I decided to do is I'm going to do like 5 rows of the medallions, and then I do about 5 inches of just a plain weave. That's kind of, so I'm kind of alternating, going back and forth, back and forth. Now, Liz Seeloff had a wonderful question, and she's like, are you going to wet finish this thing? Which is a wonderful question. And the answer is, I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is weave the whole thing and then use a chunk at the end as a tester. We'll see. We're going to test her, and I'm going to very, very gently see about wet finishing it and see if I like the results. And if I do, I will proceed and do with the rest. And when I say gently, I mean gently. I think the challenge is that the idea is it needs to be lacy. It needs to have some air in it, some gaps in the fabric. And I don't want it to, shrink up and it get all tight and I lose the lacy effect. So I don't know. How's that? How's that for an answer? If you have ideas or feedback, chime in the comments and let me know what you would do. Basically, I turned it back on Liz. I'm like, Liz, what do you recommend? What do I do here? So without further ado, how about I show you how I'm doing Danish medallions? Okay, let me see if I can get you someplace where you can see the action at least a little bit. How about right there? That looks okay. You should see my device is on a stack of 5 huge books just to get the right height. Okay, all right. So for Danish medallions, you need a stick shuttle. You need a crochet hook. Kind of hard to see that. Crochet hook. And then I have been using Fiber Artist Supply surf shuttle just as to do the little plain weave kind of element here, which has been working out great. Honestly, I really like it. The only challenge is I don't have a graceful way to wind the little quill. It's not like a full-fledged bobbin. It's a little quill piece. And I have to do that by hand. So that's a little, I just have to take a beat and be like, okay, I'm going to wind this on now. So my bobbin winder is too big for this to slide on. So I'll work out that solution. But for now, it's all kind of an exercise in patience, isn't it? Because anytime you're doing hand manipulated lace, friends, you got to slow down. There's just no way to do it quickly. And that's not the point. The point is to actually, take a breath, enjoy the process, and slow. It's slow. Okay, so let me show you let me set the scene here. So what I did was I wanted to use this kind of, it's a natural cotton. I don't know it's technically white. I think it's just a natural, as kind of an outline for my each block of my Danish medallions. So I do one pick of the, we'll call it white. That's easier. One pick of the white, and I do 8 picks of this really pale blue. Just plain weave. The whole thing is plain weave, by the way. There's no kind of crazy threading, nothing like that. And so then the idea is that I have just created, and I'll bring it in close in a second. I've just created the bottom part of the Danish medallions. I did 8 picks of the light blue, and now I need to come back through and outline each of them individually. So here's that looks like. You do it with an open shed, by the way. There we go. That's the one. So have your yarns separated. I made the mistake in the beginning of doing it in a closed shed. And it didn't work nearly as well. It didn't. The fabric will tell you. The fabric will tell you. Okay, so take your stick shuttle, whatever you're using for your outline, and go through whatever your first bunch is. For me, I like I said, I did 8 picks this way, but I'm also each unit is 8 yarns this way as well. Now, because it's lifted, there's only 4. If that, I probably made that too complicated. Anyways, go through your first section just like this. By the way, I'm going to have long, crazy loops on the side. I'm not going to worry about it. It's everyone has to decide what's going to bug them and what's not. I'm going to decide. It's not going to bug me. Take your crochet hook, and the idea is that you kind of go underneath that white pick, and the idea is that this yarn has to go down and around. So you go down through it, grab the white, come back up just like that, make a little loop, take your stick shuttle, wind it through like that. Dun, da, da, da. That's the first one. We'll do it again. By the way, you can see this much closer up in this week's episode of A Handwoven Experience. I got the camera nice and close so you could see all of the action and follow along what was happening. So crochet hook through like that. Do you know what it kind of reminds me of? I was big old cross stitcher in the kind of early 90s. I loved it. I still love it. I don't do it hardly at all, but I really do love some cross stitch. And it has a little bit of that kind of hand embroidery kind of vibe to it, doesn't it? That kind of slow down, place the yarn exactly where it goes. I don't know. I'm really digging it. I didn't think I'd like it quite this much, but I am really enjoying it. You get a nice little podcast going, favorite TV show, rerun, Alive at the Loom. You get that going in the background and just kind of zen out, right? that has been the plan. And because I made each of the little blocks pretty big, it doesn't actually take that long. It's not bad at all. I can just imagine if I made them like noticeably smaller, it would just add to the work. It would just add to the work. So let me bring you in nice and close so you can see exactly what is happening. So that's we just did this section right here. But as you can imagine, then I will build on. You can actually see it better down there. See the one that I finished down there? So I'll have 5 rows of that. So it's almost kind of 70s-ish, isn't it? That kind of almost like a granny square kind of idea, the way they're kind of attached to each other. But I'm hoping to keep it kind of nice and light and airy and curtain-ish. Curtain-esque. Something. That's the goal. So I'll keep you posted. What we may do too, my other loom is humming. I have the other half of the ukulele towels on the other loom, and I am working diligently to get them done because it's for the parents, and they're going to go to Florida here in the next. Anyways, I gotta put pedal to the metal, and I gotta focus on getting that done. So we'll see. I may kind of alternate what we're looking at here for Live at the Loom. Maybe next week I'll show you what's on how the ukulele towels are going. We'll see. So okay, let me pop in and see what. You're so cute. Danish medallions. That'll be curtains. That's yeah. Okay, Alex said she winds her little quills with her drill. I put on a small drill bit, wrap the bit of tape, slide the quill over it on the way I go. That's very smart. We're not mechanical people, so I don't know that we probably have a drill somewhere, Alex. I just don't know where it is. I don't Oh, nice, Carrie. Said I think the thread running with the edge looks like the side of the medallion. It does. You're right. You're right, Carrie. I like it. See, you're very smart. Yes, I agree. Yeah, more than one person's like a drill. Yeah, Tamison, get a drill and a thin dowel. Okay, great. Love that. Let's see. What else? Okay. All right. Let's see. Brittany says, I was meaning to play with Huck Lace for a while and finally tried it this month. I'm so thankful for the challenge to get me going. Brittany, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. It's good to try new things. Here's what I learned is that when you try new things, like I said, even if you don't love it, it opens up more doors for you. Opens up more doors. Yes. Ernie says, I laugh whenever I hear Chris say interweb. My first job out of college was at a printing company called Interweb. No way. The long rolls of paper were called webs as they went through the presses. Ernie, that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, Christy said her show went really well. Woohoo! Yay! You guys. I can always count on you. Oh, look. Danish medallions. I did not see that coming. See, that is fantastic. Oh, Trish is working on her first rag rug. I ran out of the wool I was using, but still had warp left. I need to make it a higher end print next time. Good takeaway, Trish. That's awesome. Congratulations. Ruth said she made her first dummy warp last month too. I learned how to tie a great weaver's knot and didn't have to turn the monster loom around to beat the loom again. Great time saver. Nice. How wonderful. Look how smart you guys are. Okay, friends. I know, don't you love a little embroidery, a little handwork? Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right, Carrie. They will. You'll see me. I will be working feverishly on the ukulele towels during study hall. You know that's coming. That is for sure. Okay, you guys are so funny. They're gonna fix me up with a drill. Harbor Freight, battery, screwdriver, and the screwdriver bit wrapped around tatted tape, and off you go. See, this is why I need you guys all the time. Brittany, try the thing. I love it. Sam said the battery is too fiddly for me. I get it. I get it. Okay, friends. Yeah, more than one person. They're like Harbor Freight, $20 investment. Okay, fantastic. All right, you guys. Let's see what else. As I've alluded to, this week's episode of A Handwoven Experience was all about Danish medallions, so you too can make your own curtains if you would like. Acting Creative Insiders, we have alluded to the study hall that's coming up on Tuesday. Let me put this right back up here. Tuesday, we're doing study hall. It is going so great. Study hall it sounds like such a funny little concept, but it is really, really cool. So if you need, if you have had trouble putting time in your calendar to work on your crafting projects that are important to you, your weaving projects, your whatever, that you can blame me. Honey, I can't. I have weaving study hall, and Chris said I must come. I must be there. Yes. Blame me, kids. That's yes. I would totally go hang out with people that I don't like. However, I must be at study hall because Chris is going to take attendance. Whatever you need to do. Blame me, kids. Come on. Your work is important. Show up for study hall. You're all good. By the way, it's any of the paid tiers. Just jump into any of those options. Okay, what else? Oh, friends, do you know we have a Facebook group? We have a Facebook group. Come on over and join us in the Facebook group, the Acting Creative Community. We'll be celebrating 2 years in November. 2 years! Wild. There's such a lovely group of people there. That's for sure. Pardon me. What else? I think let me just put this guy right here. We have all kinds of cool free resources, friends. And when you sign up for a free resource, you become part of our you get the love notes every week. Love notes every week. Did you see the one from yesterday? I talked about the difference between my sister and I. Is a big difference. Yeah. Sam says 623 members. Crazy. That is fantastic. I love it. Really, really, really cool. Okay, friends. Next week, I'll be right back here. Check the internet. Check YouTube for the time. Because if you're changing your clocks, but we're not changing our clocks or vice versa, that could be all crazy. So you can't go wrong with the YouTube. The YouTube will get you there. Watch for the event. It'll count you down. It'll send you notifications. Whatever you need. So, yes. Okay. Don't forget. Oh, calendars. Friends, don't forget calendars. Today and tomorrow. That's it. That's all we got. Today and tomorrow. We're going to close up shop. We're going to order them all up. Close the doors tomorrow at the end of the day. So if you would like calendars for you and all your fibery friends, now is the time. Get in there. Yeah. Get in there. That's good. Okay, kids. I will see you all next Thursday, right back here. We'll see. We may be talking ukulele towels. We'll see. Curtains to ukulele towels. They'll be on the looms for a little bit. That is for sure. Have a wonderful, fabulous, marvelous week. You know what your homework is, right? Do something creative just for you. Whether that means you join us for study hall or you just set a timer for, 10, 15 minutes and do something creative just for you, kids. It's important. Have a wonderful, marvelous week, and I'll meet you right back here for more Live at the Loom. Happy weaving.